Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I chopped off my hair today, pretty short. I dyed it like 2 days ago, finally, and then I just wanted that heaviness off my head, and I'm sure it's very crooked. I fix it over the next couple days. It'll start to look better, and it'll grow out really quick. But, I like it short like this. Kind of looks like what Skylar had before she let hers grow out a little bit. And hers is half red and half black now. So I'm going to stick to just black. I am here because I finally was able to talk to the nursing home in Mississippi. And it seems like we're good to go. I just have to get my mother there. And they're not really fussy about when that happens. I just need to let them know. So today I was on a mission to try to book something, and plans completely changed. Well, not completely. I am still planning on going there. October 9, I think, is when Derek arrives. And then we're supposed to either get in a U-Haul and tow my car, or just get in my car and I'm going to just live like I own nothing because I pretty much won't. And, but there's a couple of other options now that I'm thinking of. But I tried to get my mother on a plane. I thought with my sister's help, she agreed to this, that we could go on a plane and get my mother there. I still think that would be the best option, but none of the flights are working out. None. I want to fly out of either Portland or Manchester. I don't want to go to Boston. I haven't been to Boston in a long time, and I don't want the added stress of going somewhere I'm not familiar with how to get there anymore, not familiar with the airport anymore. So I want to, stick to Portland or Manchester. Oh, suddenly I can't remember my options. Both of those locations for Southwest, and I'd like to fly Southwest because I'm guaranteed front row seats that way, because we would be allowed to get on the plane first and you sit where you want, and we would need that. They either have flights very early in the morning, between 5 and 6 a.m., and that's Manchester. Their flights are early in the morning and also late in the evening. Portland only has the late at night option, where we would be arriving in Memphis around 11 p.m. and Derek wouldn't be able to pick us up at that time because he would have Skylar and he's not going to leave her alone. So I would have to rent a car, get our luggage or whatever we're bringing, and find my way to the nursing home. And, we'd be there around 2 a.m. Now, they said, if you have to come in the middle of the night, we understand that, and we can, accommodate that. But I really don't want to do that. And here's the other thing. If there's any delay, and I can't get any non-stop flights. I can get direct with one landing, but no changing, one stop, but no changing. But I can't get no stop, and that's what I would prefer. And I couldn't with Delta either, because I started looking at other airlines. If anything would happen with a change of plane, and it's delayed or anything like that, we're not allowed to stay somewhere because of COVID. So she has to be nursing home to nursing home, with just airport and plane in between. Now, it's funny, they allow that, but if something happens and we'd have to stay in a hotel, they won't take her. What would I do? I can't just drop her off at Derek's and come back home, because my sister would have to come back home. So, I can't. So I can't take that chance. That is the scariest thing to me. So if I did have to go that way, I would have to do an early morning flight out of Manchester. Seriously, we'd have to be getting up at 2 a.m. to get my mother in the car at the nursing home. And, it just seems awful. And I talked to Derek about it, and he's like, Ma, you just need to get the transport, the non-emergency medical transport. So now I have to look at that, and I planned on doing that today, but I had a lot of packages. I did a panel on a video yesterday, and I had a bunch to sell, and I sold them all. I had all those to pack this morning and this afternoon. I made 2 trips to the post office. I brought 1 load, and I had to go to the post office because I was out of my priority mail envelopes. And so I said, well, I'll bring this load and get some envelopes. And then I went back with another load. So my day was pretty much spent on that. I couldn't get anything new up for my sale. I did spend a lot of time on the phone with the nursing home, and also some time with Derek trying to, figure all this out. So I'm going to be looking for the transportation for her, and I'll let you guys know. But it looks like it's a go. I still don't know anything about insurance. They seriously, everybody tells me, and I've been making calls for several months now, different places, and they tell me I need to talk to, I should know her name, Aretha at DHS, Mississippi. We want her. She's the one that understands this area. She's like in charge of that county or whatever. I don't know how many times I've called and left messages. Today I went through my slips of papers, my notes that I have on my desk. I had 3 different ones for just her over the months, the past several months, that people were giving me her name, her number. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, they told me to do this, and then they told me, and I can see that I made calls and never got a call back. So I would be bringing my mother to a nursing home, not knowing if she'll qualify for Medicare, Medicaid. She has Medicare. It's Medicaid for long-term care. And if she doesn't qualify, then it's out of pocket to pay for the month that she's there. She can't even apply for 30 days after she's there for 30 days. So we have to get her, hopefully approved, and hopefully they will pay back a month. I'm pretty sure they do that. I think somebody told me that. I don't trust anything anybody tells me. So that's where I stand. It's very stressful, very, very stressful, and it's going to be very expensive for that ride. But, just, I'm trying to save where I can, trying to sell a few more things on Facebook Marketplace. Just because I would rather sell something for $20 than pay to have to throw it away. But it's hard. People, they go back and forth, and then, sometimes it's like a day or 2 of just back and forth. Oh, I can't quite come. I tell everybody, first come, first served. I mean, whoever gets here first with the cash, they're getting the item. I'm not holding. But it's a pain in the ass to juggle 2 or 3 people. Like, well, they said they can come tomorrow. Can you come before then? You know what I mean? It's like, and it's not really worth it for this, nickel and dime stuff. But again, things like my mother's little refrigerator, her microwave, I have certain furniture. Those things take up space. Well, like furniture takes up space in a truck for a dump load. I'd rather have somebody come and get it for free. Just come and get this shit out of my house. So I will keep you up to date with all that. And I just, I feel like if I say all this stuff out loud, I can't turn back. Every night I wake up. Last night it was 2 a.m. and 5:30 I was still wide awake, just absolutely miserable about this whole move and trying to figure out, how can I stay here? How can I avoid all of this? I'm going to be here. I have a house that needs repair, and and I need to set up stuff because I don't want to do any shoveling or plowing anymore. And then that gets that stresses me out so much that it's almost worse than moving. I'd rather just move. I know that once I have no responsibility, I'll feel better, but I cannot believe I won't be living in my town. I I can't wrap my head around this. I don't know. I almost feel like it's some kind of just really bad punishment. And I know I'm going to be near Derek and Skylar, but I wish he would move here. I just wish he would. No, that's never happening. And, you know, I don't have to move, but I want to because I do want to be near them. And, you know, I just, I don't know how I'm going to feel. Let's change the subject really quick, and then I'm going to sign off. I just posted a selfie. I was going through a box that had bags and bags of photos that never made it to an album. Some of them have dates. This one did. It was March or May. March, I think, started with M, 1983. And it's me standing in front of a full-length mirror taking a selfie with my 35mm camera. You can't see my face because I have the camera there. And when I saw that, I was like, what? What? Nobody even knew what a selfie was. There was no such name for a thing like that. And, you know, I don't know. Why was I taking that picture? It wasn't, like, extraordinary. I just had some, like, they weren't jeans. I remember those pants very, very well. They weren't jeans. They were dark. And then I remember the blouse. I would never be able to, you know, be in a blouse like that. It was polyester. And I had pretty good hair. But, again, you can't really see much because of the cameras in the way. But that's in Derek's group. You can go and join his group and see the pictures. I've had a few others in there. I posted, you know, I talked about that one about my father with the tangled lobster trap mess. I put a picture of my mother and father for their 40th wedding anniversary. Derek has some other pictures in there, some of Skylar when she was young. And, yeah, so I have a selfie in there if you want to go check it out. You know, I joke about, you know, I'm going to use my fame to get people to Derek's group. When I posted it, he was up to 990 members, so I need to get him over 1,000. If I can't bring 10 new members, then I have no reason posting anything in that group. So go join. Link will be down below. And fingers crossed that all this stuff can go good with getting my mother there. No clue, but I'm going to start calling other transportation companies to see if I can get something less than 7,800. That's the lowest I've been quoted so far. The other one that it was like beautiful, but it was 10,900 to take my mother to Mississippi. That's a lot of money. It's just a lot. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.